Long time no walkie-talkie, guys. Your friendly neighborhood double RPG is back to present to you my review of episode 12 of the 2012 Ninja Turtles cartoon. Sorry for the delay, as I've been kind of busy and I've been taking a break because of the first season being on a short hiatus, but I know the hiatus won't last for too much longer. Anyway, in today's episode is the debut of that friendly killer croc in the sewers, Leatherhead. If you remember Leatherhead with his portrayal in the 2003 series, you should be familiar with him in this episode's take. Watch the review to see for yourself. At the Kraang's hideout, a breakout has erupted to where one of the aliens' experiments has broken free while taking away a huge crystal-like power cell, and a chase ensues to where the escaped convict ends up hiding in the sewers. We get a glimpse of some eyes that look very familiar to that of a crocodile or an alligator. Most likely a croc because of how big it looked in the shadows. Could it be the Kremlings making a cameo? Don't bet on it. At the sewer lair, the turtles are enjoying some relaxation with some things going on from Mikey showing off a new type of drink called the pea shake with ingredients from pizza. Ew! The other thing that happens is that a news broadcast escalates on TV where a mutant is wreaking carnage in the sewers, and Donnie recognizes the creature's destination as tunnel number 281. The turtles go and investigate, only to find a huge crocodile being attacked by the Kraang when he refused to talk to them about a certain source. Donnie feels sorry for the Kraang being attacked by the mutant, but Mikey insists that it's the other way around. With the mutant being tortured some more, Mikey jumps into the action to stop them from causing any more harm. As the Kraang raise their firearms at the party dude, the others join in and cause the aliens to retreat as their bodies become battered and broken apart. As everyone leaves, Mikey tells his brothers that they need to bring the croc back so that it won't be left by itself, but Leo and the others insist that he'll be fine. Mikey decides to ignore his brothers by trying to drag the mutant back to their home, but to no luck. However, the others agree to help him out, and they bring him back. As soon as the turtles arrive back, the crocodile starts to freak out by attacking anything that comes into contact, but Leo manages to subdue the beast with a taser to knock it out. After they succeed in incapacitating the mutant, Splinter comes out to wonder what the commotion was. Raph and Don insist that the mutant was very rabid, but Mikey says that he was attacked by the Kraang after phrasing the mutant's words at verbatim. Splinter concedes that Michelangelo has done the right thing, much to his brothers being very shocked. After that, the turtles chain the creature up so that it won't try to cause any further harm, and Splinter tells Leo, Raph, and Don to search what it was the mutant was hiding while Mikey watches over the chained creature. Sometime later, the crocodile wakes up with ferocity to find out he has been chained, while Mikey calms him down for not knowing where he is and demands him to be free. Mikey feeds the crocodile pizza soup much to his enjoyment of its tastes, and admits that he should be chained to prevent further carnage. Or further outrage, that is. They're the same thing, right? At that time, Mikey asks the croc if he has a name, to which he replies that he doesn't, and Mikey takes the liberty to giving him one, Leatherhead. At that time, Leatherhead admits his uncontrollable rage is due to him being easily frightened, but Mikey reasons with the mutant, saying that he understands where he's coming from. Meanwhile, Leo and the others continue their search that leads them to a secret place that is set with so many booby traps. We now have the turtles looking for the real Crystal Skull in Leatherhead's own kingdom. Take that, fourth indie movie! Anyway, the end of the road leads them to the crystal-like power cell from the beginning, and they bring it back home to see what Leatherhead knows about it. As they arrive, Mikey tells his bros that Leatherhead is off the chain, with him being calm and collective and that he is literally free from the shackles. The others are scared, but Mikey tells them that everything is alright. They take Mikey's words to heart, and the first thing that Leo asks Leatherhead is about the Kraang. As soon as he hears their name, Leatherhead loses his temper and tries to wreak chaos, but Mikey subdues him again. Mikey scolds his brother Leo for mentioning the name of the aliens, but accidentally slips their name for the beast to lose control again, but to be calm once more. As soon as they ask him about the crystal that they show him, Leatherhead completely loses it and attacks the turtles in thinking they stole it. Splinter comes to the rescue and he demands the croc to step away, but the enraged reptile tries to attack the rat, only to be struck down swiftly. The Master Ninja tells Leatherhead to leave their home, to which he does so, but Mikey follows his trail to an abandoned subway train. Leatherhead remains calm while inside with the crystal and playing a record, and Mikey comes bursting in, wanting to know why he did that, as he trusted him because of knowing his nature, much to Leatherhead's regret. Mikey's brothers burst in to demand Leatherhead to step away from the party dude before he does anything bad, but the reptile pleads to them that he meant no harm to them or Michelangelo at all. Being in complete control of himself, he he finally reveals to them that the Kraang made him into a mutant after being abandoned from a kind boy from his parents. The aliens take him back into their dimension to transform him into the beast he is now, and he manages to escape only to take the crystal that acts as the key to their dimension so that they cannot make it back or come to Earth by any means. As he finishes his explanation, the Kraang show up out of nowhere with them demanding the power cell, but a fight ensues with Leatherhead giving Mikey the crystal to him and his brothers to use in powering up the old subway train to escape. The plan works, and the turtles get through the tunnel at hyperspeed with them ending up outside of the sewage treatment plant. Back in the tunnel, the surviving Kraang try to make an escape to warn the others, but Leatherhead appears in front of them and tells them that they will not live to tell anyone anything. After that, Leatherhead lunges at the aliens to give one final blow, but the episode comes to a close. Whoa, talk about a cliffhanger right there! Okay, now where do I begin? I suppose we better get the good out of the way before we get to the bad. A nice highlight for the episode would be the dynamic between Mikey and Leatherhead, as the turtle acts as a mediator for the deranged reptile whenever his temper breaks. I felt it was a good way to prevent Leatherhead from being out of control all the time. Also, the whole thing where Mikey comes to understand his problems was very compelling. Granted, the whole take on Leatherhead is not as riveting as most of the past episodes, but I did find his tale about his own origins and his feud against the Kraang to be very enjoyable. The whole thing in the end where the turtles threaten him after his psychotic breakdown because of him thinking they stole the power cell, only to reconcile with them about his behavior, was very touching when you get to know his kind-hearted nature from the inside. Even though he doesn't have the nature of a scientist like he did in the 2003 series, but his backstory is very similar when the Utroms outside of Shrell were trying to help him instead of the Kraang using him for vile experiments. Some of the other great attractions were the booby trap scene that Leo, Raph, and Dawn tried to bypass to obtain the power cell, and the fight against the Kraang at the beginning and at the end of the episode. But probably the best highlight for the whole episode was when Splinter had a brief fight with Leatherhead when he went mad. For the first time, we never seen Hamato Yoshi have some kind of conflict with another character, and his performance just showed us how awesome of a ninja master he really is. Another great reason you don't mess with the rat right there. Booyakasha, Master Splinter! Even though there were some good in the episode, I have to say that there are a couple of faults I found in the plot. The first problem is that Leatherhead's rage was more than half the time we have seen in the episode, and we did not get more of a glimpse of his character until the very end. I felt that this probably could have worked as a two-part episode to get a better and full understanding of the reptile, which brings me to my second complaint, the pacing. Why did we need to wait until the end of the episode to learn about Leatherhead's origins and why he has this enraging grudge against the Kraang? Maybe if there was some filler that did not occur during the episode, like Leo watching his favorite cartoon, then we could have seen more that was done. On the upside though, the progression did go in full circle to introduce the character, so the pacing can be seen as a minor annoyance. Other than that, this episode is a good one. Granted, it's not as riveting or insanely good like some of the past episodes, but I feel it is more compelling than the episode of Metalhead's appearance. If I were to place its rating close to one of the lower rated episodes, I would say it is on par with episode 3. In short, episode 12 gets an 8 out of 10 from me. It's a good one, but some minor annoyances that could have been improved set it back from being another big hit. It's not really that bad at all when you think about it. Anyway guys, that does it from me with another episodic review from the Ninja Turtles cartoon on Nickelodeon. Episode 13 airs this Friday, and it is called I, Monster. The episode will be an introduction to another classic villain, the Rat King. Oh boy, we'll have to see how that goes. In the meantime though, be sure to rate, comment, and favorite this video as well as subscribing to my channel for more content coming from me in the future. This is RRPG signing off, and thanks for watching. Later guys!